Financial advisors need to be talked about. We need to understand exactly what's going on with the fee model within financial advising. Most people think it's very easy to give the guy in the suit their money, let them control it, pay them a specific percentage, and then go on with their day. And they think they're doing the right thing. But here's why it could be the wrong move. I'm gonna share a video online with Ramit Sethi on the Minimalist Podcast. This is a phenomenal video breaking this down, and I'm gonna explain in context what they're talking about as we go throughout this video. All right, so here it goes.
Allow me to just share a couple of scams that a lot of people don't know about that are happening all over the world. So everybody right now, pull out your phone, text your mom, text your dad, be like, hey, do you have a financial advisor out of curiosity? And they'll be like, oh yeah, we use Chet. Chet's so nice. Chet's been with our family for 34. I'm like, Chet's a fucking scammer.
How many people can relate to that situation? I know for a fact, my family is very guilty of that, and I've seen this happen for years. Because your family uses a financial advisor does not mean you should use a financial advisor. Get wise.
About to show you how to find out. So you go, oh, out of curiosity, how much does Chet charge you? Most times it's going to be a percentage, okay? And it's going to be something like 1%, and
1% is very common. So what he's referring to is an AUM, or asset under management fee. They're gonna take 1% of your portfolio, and that is on a compounding basis. So you gotta be careful, because listen to exactly how much that actually amounts to over your investing lifetime.
And this is where I start to get pissed. Because 1% doesn't sound like that much. Oh, 1%, that's fine. Somebody's paying attention to my money. They're keeping an eye on my portfolio. I really, just like I have somebody to do my gardening, I have a financial... Let me explain the f***ing math.
As you can see, he's very heated in his take, but he has a very valid reason as to why. And I don't know if I'd go as far as calling this a scam, but I would say be very aware of what this fee model entails.
Over the course of your lifetime means you will pay approximately 28% of your returns.
So 1% isn't 1%. 1% is actually 28% of your returns.
Oh, wow.
If you are paying 2%, you're paying over 50% of your returns directly to that advisor.
If that doesn't get the point across, 2% is really equal to 50% of your returns. You need to educate yourself. You need to empower yourself right now before a financial advisor takes your assets and owns your assets for years to come, because you're a walking annuity to that advisor.
Wow.
Do you realize how ridiculous that is?
Wow.
For example, if somebody comes and washes your car, do you pay them a percentage of your net worth? No! You pay them 20 bucks, 50 bucks, even 200 bucks. But never a percentage.
So you have to be careful with that percentage model, because the fee-based model is a lot different. As long as you understand the compounding effect of the fee that you're actually paying, so pull out a compound interest calculator, go to it, understand how that impacts you over the long haul, then you'll be okay. However, I always recommend across the board, you have to educate upfront. And this is exactly why I have Budgetdog Academy. You pay a fee to become part of a community for a lifetime education, lifetime access, so that you don't rely on 28% of your returns being washed out or 50% of your returns being washed out. And that's very common, unfortunately. And I know many people paying well into six figures, definitely, but also some, depending on how much money they're investing, into seven figures during their investment lifetime. You have to be careful. I wouldn't necessarily call this a scam, but what I will say is they have direct control over the majority of your returns by just having a percentage attached to your portfolio. Not to mention most don't do that much. They just do an annual check-in or a semi-annual check-in. Of course, all the advisors are gonna attack me and say, well, we do blah, 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 blah. But that's because I'm calling out the industry directly.
So your parents, if they use somebody like Chet, a commission-based financial advisor, they are losing thousands, hundreds of thousands over the course of their lifetime.
We gotta get smarter, guys. When it comes to personal finance, education is the most important piece that you can put into your family. If you can educate you and your family, especially your children, you're going to change your family's financial future by a mile. But so many people don't have the confidence, don't believe they can do it, or have some limiting belief that's holding them back from actually taking the steps to do this. And it's extremely concerning, but this is exactly why I do what I do. It's financial education within Budgetdog Academy to make sure that you get back the 28% or the 50% of your returns and keep those in your pocket forever. So this is a shorter video today, but my goal is to make a strong point, because so many people are relying on some professional in a suit telling them that they're better than the market. They're not. And they're gonna lose you a ton of money at the end of the day. Now, of course, on the flip side, there are a lot of statistics that back financial advisors coming from the financial advising industry. So think about it. Would you ask your barber if you need a haircut? I'll see you next Monday.